You never told her what happened?
I never told anybody, I thought. It's one of those things that I thought if I didn't talk about it, I'd just forget. But I remember it like it was yesterday.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Sometimes you put up these walls and you block us out, and you can't do that, not right now.
The cool thing about Halloween is that it's a uniquely American holiday. I mean, despite its obvious origins in the Celtic festival of Samhain and the Christian All Saints' Day, it really is a melting pot of various immigrants' traditions and beliefs. It became a little more commercialized in the 1950s with trick-or-treat, and today it rivals only Christmas in terms of popularity.
All I asked was what he was doing this weekend.
Mr. Spencer Reid.
Sir, if I could talk to you later about your work with Scarsdale Skinner, psycholinguistics is an incredibly dynamic field, and the fact that your profile of his reading habits ultimately led to his capture is something I find so incredibly interesting.
Reid, slow down. He'll be here for a while. Catch up with him later.
Sorry. And few, if any, are ever caught.
Few? You don't have a percentage?
16%, and those 16% set 30-plus fires before they're ever apprehended. I'm trying to be more conversational.
Oh, it's not working.
Since you're more their age, why don't you do the talking?
Hi guys. My name's Dr. Spencer Reid. I'm a agent with the BAU, Behavioral Analysis Unit of the FBI, which it used to be called the BSU, the Behavioral Science Unit, but not anymore. They changed it to the BAU. It's part of the NCABC, the National Center for the Analysis of Violent Crime, which is also part of this thing called the CIRG, the Critical Incident Response Group. And
what he's trying to say is we'd love to know how you can help us.
Alpha male with a near obsessive compulsive level of control, and Hack showed him how physically weak mentally ill patients use to cope. Once one fails, they generally all do. In this case, the unsub's ritualized fantasy has stopped working, and that makes him incredibly dangerous. I've been thinking, the vast majority of unsubs with this type of MO aren't driven by the killing. They're merely fascinated by the body parts. Psychologically, they exist in a realm where...
This focus on reproductive organs...
And Kevin sitting in tree.
Get out of here. You serious?
Just when I thought nothing scandalous was ever going to happen around here.
What? What does that mean?
Did you hear JJ?
The song meant something? No, I missed it.
It... You know what? Never mind.
What? I'm Dr. Spencer Reid from the FBI. I'd like to ask you a few questions. You don't mind?
You got something you want to ask me, boy? You look me in the eye and you ask.
3 days ago...
You're not looking at me.
What is that?
It's called a star puzzle. It's basically impossible to figure out. You have to put all of the pieces back together to form a perfect star. But the origin of it is kind of a romantic tale. There was this young prince who wanted to win the heart of the fairest maiden in the land. So he climbed to the top of the tallest tower in the kingdom, and he caught a falling star for her. Unfortunately, he was so excited that he dropped it and it smashed into all of these pieces. So he frantically put it back together again to prove his undying love to her, and he succeeded, and they lived happily ever after.
That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
You can't catch a falling star. It would burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah, but it's not literal, Reid. It's a fable.
But there's no moral. Fables have morals.
Okay, so...
I should have realized this sooner. Nobody knows things like the fact that JJ collects butterflies except for me. People tell me their secrets all the time. I think it's because they know I don't have anyone to betray them to. Except my mother. I'm also completing an additional BA in philosophy, which reminds me that I have a joke. How many existentialists does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Don't.
2. One to change the light bulb, and one to observe how it symbolizes an incandescent beacon of subjectivity in another world of cosmic nothingness. An existential
Okay, before he does his quantum physics knock-knock joke, do we have any other questions?
How'd you do?
You think that's why I can't get a date?
You ever ask anyone out?
No.
That's why you can't get a date.
You have paranoid psychosis. But the autopsy protocol says what?
Adhesive residue shows you put layer after layer of duct tape over his victim's eyes.
He knows he wants to kill him, but he still covers their eyes. He doesn't want them looking at him. Okay, but then he takes the body and dumps it right out in the open.
All had damage. Now, under the effects of the high-risk gene,
You ever gonna finish this game?
It's a tough one. You know, playing yourself can be difficult.
Playing a ghost, even more so. He's gone, Spencer. Keeping the game going won't change that.
I know. I just thought maybe I could keep part of him alive if his last game never ended.
Neither side will ever win playing like this.
He hated goodbyes. I can't just take you away.
Whoa! Welcome to the 21st century. Yay, technology. Behold, everyone has a new tablet.
We've gone paperless?
Fear not, doctor of the dark ages. I went old school for your anti-technology quirk, paper files, hard copy.
Would need about 10 to the 32nd joules of energy to destroy a planet the size of Earth. Now, Lucas said it took 19 years to build the first Death Star, right? But if you look at the new essential chronology, there's a testbed prototype for a super laser that spans... Where are you going?
Taking back the last 5 minutes of my life.
How about 10 pairs of shoes? I mean, that has to be enough, right? 10?
Spence, it's different with the ladies. We need them to match our belts, our handbags, our skirts, and fashions change with the seasons.
Yes, boys are so bold.
Is that the one where they fly around in the phone booth?
First of all, it's a police box, not a phone booth. Second of all, Doctor Who started a quarter of a century before Bill and Ted even went on their bodacious adventure. So really, they should have just called it Bill and Ted's Excellent Ripoff. I mean, at least then they would have
I'm
made...
really sorry.
For what?
Asking.
Until the manager waves them off the stage.
I'm going to eat you!
Reid.
Happy All Hallows Eve, folks. To paraphrase from Celtic mythology, tomorrow night all order is suspended and the barriers between the natural and the supernatural are temporarily removed.
We're almost ready for you, Dr. Reid. Just a few questions. Are you having one of your headaches right now?
Yeah, I am.
How long have you had it?
Not really that long, I don't know.
Can you be more specific?
Maybe 2 days.
And the lights hurt your eyes. Any hallucinations?
No.
You must be with the FBI.
I'm Agent Giroux. This is Dr. Reid.
Hi. What's your...
Whoa, you've been holding out on me, Sammy.
Didn't know you could play, Reid.
I can't. I never have before, but...
I'm Agent Hotchner. This is Special Agent Dr. Reid.
Oh, you look too young to have gone to medical school.
There are PhDs, 3 of them.
What are you, a genius or something?
I don't believe that intelligence can be accurately quantified, but I do have an IQ of 187 and eidetic memory and can read 20,000 words per minute. Yes, I'm a genius.
It's on boat ownership. How many boats are there on Lake Mead?
1,908.
Come on, you just know that?
Yeah, There are 1,908 boats on Lake Mead.
Where'd you get that number?
Based on the population density of the area, I estimated.
You guessed. I mean, is this guy really a genius, or does he just say things with authority, and we all believe him?
Oh, well, thank you. 10 years. It took 10 years for someone to finally have my back. All right, Einstein. She just called you out. Bring it.
Look it up.
I am. And the kid's right.
Murder. You know how many rapists I saw walk during my sex crime days? Neither the victims, they didn't want to press charges, or the juries, they said that she was asking for it. It was enough to make you explode.
Well, it's a long way from feeling like that and actually committing murder, don't you think?
Oh, not really.
She made a fork, perhaps?
And there are very few people he truly trusts. Reid's intellect is a shield which protects him from his emotions, and at the
bullied once, and Braden Acklin was recently diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome.
So the kids weren't winning popularity contests.
You know, they could have been prime targets for a sexual predator.
Braden certainly would be vulnerable. Unlike classic autism, language ability is intact in people with Asperger's. They appear to lack empathy and have trouble reading social cues. Albert Einstein supposedly had it, as do Simone and Silicon Valley types.
Well, how about you?
What's that?
Hey, Penelope.
Jason Gideon, an expert in the criminal psyche, yet unable to diagnose the autistic leanings of the very insecure Dr. Reid. Well, maybe he can make money counting cards in Las Vegas.